Hey, I'm Dr. Jason Saunders. We're just going to go through your initial setup of your first hyperbaric oxygen chamber. So when you first get it, it's going to come in 5 boxes. The 5th one would be the box that this one's in. I've already unboxed that, so we took that out. The rest you'll find the frame, the mattress, the chamber, all the hoses, all the other connections you're going to need to set it up.
So in this largest box, you're going to find 2 pieces of the frame, as well as the mattress basically rolled up inside that frame. In this more narrow rectangular box, you're going to find the other 2 pieces of the frame, which are the ribs that help hold open the chamber and keep its shape. In this thicker rectangular box, you're going to find the 2 bolsters that lay on the floor next to the chamber and hold the chamber in its place and stop it from rolling side to side. Lastly, in this box, you're going to find the hoses, a pillow, as well as an air filter and the chamber. And the entire chamber fits inside that carrying case.
So they always come about halfway assembled like that. You just line up the foam pieces, just push straight down, they'll pop right in. And then this is just a straight line of Velcro, just to close it up. Have an idea of where you're going to set the chamber up, you'll line these 2 up, and the top side of this Velcro just lines up right with each one of those squares of Velcro on the one across the way. And so the chamber is going to end up sitting right along that valley in between. Next, we're going to start putting the compressor and the chamber together. When the chambers first come, they're brand new, so you need to stretch them a little bit. It'll make putting the frame in, once we're ready for that, a lot easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the chamber, lay it out, connect the compressor, put it all together, and actually fill the chamber for its first time. So you're just going to find the compressor. The electric cord gets plugged in the back. Right there. Here's your 2 reset buttons. If they ever pop, that's how you have to reset them if that ever happens. Doesn't usually happen, but just so you know that they're there. Plug the compressor in. You're going to untangle the hose. These are just pretty simple quick connect hoses, so literally you just click them to put them on. This little button you pop to take it off. There's a little O-ring to seal it. Just so you know how these work, this is the on-off button. This is a muffler just to help control some of the noise, but it also acts as a filter. And this is a really, really high-power filter to make sure that the air going into the chamber is super clean. So the whole chamber, like I said, fits in this suitcase. So just open up the case. Lay it down, roll it right out. You can tell the top from the bottom, like where the head goes. So there's, this is going to be the port where the compressor connects to. This is just a window right at the top, the zipper, and then at the bottom at the feet, you're always going to find these two valves. And these are the two relief valves that allow air to come out once the pressure is full inside the chamber. So we're gonna get our hose. The same connection, just click, and you're done. And then we're gonna fill it up for the first time.
So in order to get this chamber full, we need to close up the zippers. So there's a zipper on the inside, there's a gasket, and then a zipper on the outside. So first you're gonna zip that inside zipper all the way up to the top. And then just be careful to tuck the gasket right into the chamber as you're closing up that top zipper. And just do it one section at a time. There's also a little valve over here, that's the control valve to increase or decrease how much pressure is going in and out of the chamber. In order to fill it, you need that control valve all the way closed.
Once we're nice and full, you've got a good stretch in the chamber for the first time. We're going to release this air, get it back flat, and then we'll start talking about putting the frame in. So to release the air, you're going to just take this first nozzle, give it couple big turns, and just let the air start flowing out. Once most of the air's out, and on the gauge you can see that it's about almost all the way down. The chamber will get a little bit soft. You'll start to be able to move that zipper. And to get that last little bit of air out, you can just get your hand in between that gasket and release that air. Once that releases, just go ahead and unzip it all the way. And it'll collapse back down.
Next, we're going to put in the two first pieces of the frame. So we have to separate the frame from the mattress. We're going to pop this mattress right out from inside those pieces of frame and just pick it up and then lay it on the side next to the frame. Next, we're going to separate those two frame pieces. And you're going to see that one of them is for the head and one of them is for the feet. The one for the head has a double rim of metal that spaces out over the window, and the one for the foot is just a single ring of metal down by the bottom of the feet. So just look for that double ring for the head, and we're going to start with the pieces that are meant for the foot. I'm going to kick my shoes off, climb inside the chamber, and these pieces need to start right in the middle of the chamber at its widest point. That way you'll be able to work the frame into the side of the chamber. At this point, you should just sit down and then use your hands and your feet to slowly help keep the shape of the chamber open, and inch by inch just slide the frame towards the rear of the chamber until you get the frame all the way to the back of the chamber. Next, we're going to get the headpiece in. So again, start in the middle of the chamber and just start opening the flaps of the chamber and working the frame into the center of the chamber, and then turn the frame until it's facing the right direction inside. Look for the sticker that says head up, making sure that the frame is facing the right direction. Again, then you can step into the chamber and then have a seat. Start working the chamber frame towards the front of the chamber. So I just want to bring your attention to the control valve and a pressure gauge inside the chamber. And so as you're working this piece of frame towards the front of the chamber, you just need to work it past the part of those two features that are sticking into the inside of the chamber. And so just walk each piece of that frame past those features as you slide the frame all the way to the front. So these are the last two pieces of the frame, the ribs, and they basically go on the sides of the chamber and help give the chamber the shape that it needs and the support. And basically there's two pieces of metal inside those frames that point out and go right into the holes on each side of the ribs, and they just slide in and connect.
Before these ribs go in, just make sure you don't really have to move that second screw, but back that first screw out on each side to make sure that the piece of metal from the head and the foot have enough room to slide right in. Once you have the ribs all set up, it's going to hold a pretty good shape like that, and you'll be able to move the chamber around pretty easily. So you can move the chamber right into those bolsters. So we're just going to pick the chamber up, walk it back, and it's going to sit right in between those bolsters. Once you have that done, those basically just stop the chamber from moving. Now the last piece is just to get the mattress into the chamber.